Greetings, every people. This is your cult personality, your Toon Critic's name, and tunes are the name of my game.
Anal probing!
Why am I not
tried
surprised?
to stop her.
Why am I not surprised? I'm not even surprised. I should be.
Anyway, go on, my dear Toon Critic. What were you about to say?
Welcome back to Roundtable is Magic, a little show where this isn't actually a little show where we just take a look at Season 6, because we've moved beyond that. We are more than just an episode podcast now, because while the hiatus of Season 6 is going to just slowly trudge along, we decided to move into analysis topics, because apparently one Mr. Sophisto thinks that, all reviewers are going to have such a hard time not reviewing Season 6 now. Haha, joke's on you, because we know how to do more than that. I assume.
I hope.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we do.
So,
yeah.
I am, of course, not alone. I am joined by the lovely Keyframe.
Hi, guys. Are you having a lovely day? I'm sure Toon's having a lovely day. Are you having a lovely day, Toon?
Yes, I am. We also have Golden Fox.
What's up?
We have Lightning Bliss.
I like rainbows.
No, you don't say. And Voice of Reason would be here, but he was off with his girlfriend, and he's only just driving back home now, so by the time he gets back, probably will be after when the podcast is done recording. But that's okay, because as I promised, I have brought in somebody awesome to talk about today's topic. Wait, that's redundant, but whatever. I bring you Mummified.
Yo, what up?
For those who are curious, Mummified, what do you do?
It's funny, you mentioned earlier, it's like, Sosisto says that analysis people won't have anything to talk about now that the episodes aren't going up. Ha! Ha! I've never once reviewed it. Wait, yeah, actually I did. But that's not even the point of my fame. I am the host and show manager of the show Euracy Sucks podcast, as well as its subsequent media. I run a show where I review people's OCs that are submitted. We review 4 good ones and 4 bad ones and vote every week as to who's good and who's bad.
It's funny we bring you on here because this topic that we have got today, favorite and least favorite pony designs. Now, to fit into the criteria of this, it's basically any pony you can think of that's been in the show. So we're going to go around roundtable style as per usual. And before we get to that, I just want to point out a little thingy down at the bottom there. As you can see, I didn't bother to change the donation bar, but for those who are curious, yes, the title is correct, Cringing at Old Videos. Now, I'm adding a bonus onto that, because during this, if we hit $50, then not only will you get to see me cringe at some of my old videos, you will also get to see Will and Joey cringe with me. But the big bonus for this is, once we hit 50 during the recording of this podcast, we will pick someone from the chat, and their OC will be judged by Mummified. So, I thought there was someone donating for a sec. No, Toonam, thank you for following. So if you want to see that, you are more than welcome to donate, but remember, donations are optional, not mandatory. So, finally, with that out of the way, roundtable rules. We each start with what we liked, what we didn't like, and let's see. We'll start with Bliss. What you pick a pony that you a design that you like, and then you pass it on.
Okay. Well, see, originally I thought it was going to be like favorite background pony we liked, but okay, so now it's design. Okay. Well, I know this is going to sound hypocritical of me, but I really liked Twilight's design. She's the first pony I see when I first came into Generation 4. Now, I'm a Generation 1, and, Firefly was the first pony I saw in Generation 1, and she had a really cool color design. She was like a light pink with timid sky blue mane and tail, and she had 2 lightning bolts for a key mark. Oh, she had such a cool color scheme. But with Twilight in Generation 4, hers was a lovely shade of purple and pink, and her eyes were just a lovely shade of gradient purple, and I just just loved that design. And then the smooth flow of her hair, it was like geeky, but at the same time elegant. The same thing with her tail. And then, of course, she becomes an alicorn. And as time goes on throughout the show, I noticed that they're pushing more for animalistic laying down in sitting positions. And when Twilight sits down, it just looks even more lovely to me. So, yeah, she by far is probably one of my most favorite designs out of the whole show. So I will pass it on to Goldilocks.
I wasn't prepared for this. No, because originally I thought this was based on background ponies and their personalities. I'm not good at debating which design, visual designs I like. I've been experienced with designs, but.
Well, what do you like? Just say one that you like. It's not hard to say something you like.
Octavia.
Appealing to you. Oh. Ooh.
Why do you like Octavia?
Because I like that, most of the time whenever I see black and white, no offense, Bliss, they can come up dull and depressing, but Octavia manages to balance the proper colors, and sorry.
I'm hurt! I am hurt! Yeah, don't continue.
But no, it's a good balance between the darker end and the lighter end of what her OC is. Not OC, but her pony design. Oh my god. I gotta get used to seeing that. Pony designs, not OCs. And I like that there's a little shade of purple and pink according to her bow and her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it brings out her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were to go with personality, I relate to her on the level of me being a cellist and how much of a high standard I was trying to be.
Wait, you played cello?
I started out as a cellist when I was 12 years old, and then I wanted to play guitar.
Wow, did not know that, actually.
The more you know. Alright, so I pass it off to Keyframe.
Oh, joy. Happy joy. So, I know everyone expects me to say that my favorite design is Pinkie Pie. And, I mean, yeah, I love her design. She's somehow the exception of my hatred towards things that are all pink. But, one of my favorite designs, personally, in the show, is Tree Hugger.
Really?
I can dig it.
And here's the thing. Just like how Pinkie is my exception of my disdain towards things that are all pink, Tree Hugger was the first time that a green pony in the show didn't look bad.
What about Lyra?
Lyra's not green to me. Lyra is toothpaste.
Lyra
Colgate was toothpaste.
Well, look, the thing is that I count Lyra as a different color, and even then, when I first saw Lyra, I didn't like her design. But it's grown on me because I've learned more about the character, at least the fandom's portrayal of it. But with Tree Hugger, I automatically liked her as soon as she came in. I loved her color. The shade of green was just such a nice shade of green, and I love the pink as the complementary color, because this seems like a terrible idea. Because one pony that I've stated the watermelon pony so many times, but just light enough shades that I like it, because it's not like a normal pink. If I remember correctly, it's a little bit more of a reddish pink, and she has eyebrows, and I'm so happy she has eyebrows. I'm a sucker for ponies with eyebrows. Then and the little bandana, and I love her cutie mark, and she's just such a nice looking character. And her voice, man, I couldn't believe that she was voiced by Nicole Oliver. She's so radical. But yeah, that's my pick for one of my favorite designs. Just a really solid design. The thing is, I can't comment much about her character because even though I like her and I like what was shown of her, it wasn't a lot. So it's just like, she's a hippie. I that's cool. She's a cool hippie. Yay, hippie. So I pass it off to the one, the only, the immaculate, the mustachioed British ninja.
I'm not even surprised she does that either.
And actually, I passed it off to the red, the black, the top-hatted Mummified.
I think Mummified would kill himself if he had a red and black OC like mine.
I would hide in shame if I did, but at least you have a top hat.
Yeah. Balances everything out.
Accessorizes. So is it actually me, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I was going off of actual, like, well, not like actual, but for my good background, I went for characters who don't talk yet still made impact on me, I guess. So what I did was I went with, let me make sure I get this name right because it's very important. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I make this name. Where'd it go? There it is. Wait. Stallions. Hold on. I got it. Okay, so I'll send the link over as I find the proper name. My favorite background pony is Background Stallion number 2 from the what was the episode? The one with Countess Coloratura.
Yeah, this one, the one that looked like Flash Sentry let himself go or something.
It was the coolest design ever, and I absolutely love them. It's the background ponies on this one were literally background dancers, but just everything about that song, everything about that episode, well, not everything about the episode, but a lot of that episode and these character designs were really, really cool. And I especially like this guy. I could send it there too, so the chat can see it. Yeah, so I pulled up this guy, and I absolutely love him because not only is his like main match his cutie mark, but his little like side belt thing matches it as well. I know literally next to nothing about this guy, yet aesthetically and what I saw in the episode, I know exactly his purpose and what he does. He is a background dancer / roadie, I assume, for Countess Coloratura, and that's what he does. I can guess that he's a good dancer. I'm not.
They all kind of dance the same, so.
Yeah, we all dance the same jive to life, man. We just all dance, brother.
It's choreography.
Dancers aren't doing dancing. Wait, what is it? Steps aren't doing steps. It's oh God, I haven't seen.
I think I know what you're going at, though.
Yeah, it was White Christmas joke, but it failed. Anyway, I don't want to make any assumptions as to this particular stallion's interests, let's just say for a second, but I can assume that he is a very somewhat flamboyant individual, but not so flamboyant. He still has an air of masculinity to him, thus the gruff beard, and I assume slightly shaved head.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Can
a
y'all
bear.
still hear
That's
me?
what I'm saying.
Yes, we can see
Yes,
you.
Now I can.
Alright. My Skype says I'm offline. Stupid Skype.
Anyway, but yeah, that's my good background pony for this episode.
All right. So, I guess that leaves me. Now, while I was sitting here, I decided when we started this, I'm just like, you know what? I don't have a favorite. I'm going to think of one. I'm still thinking of one.
I'm not gonna lie, I've made OC decisions even later than that.
So, it's really hard for me to nail them down because I have a multitude of favorite designs, but I am going to go with the one that actually got me more invested into the show around season 2. I'm going to go with Princess Luna.
Nice.
An alicorn.
Uh-huh.
Now, I would have originally gone with Rainbow Dash since she was the character that got me into the show, but I had never quite seen, like, Season 2 redesign of Luna, I'd never quite seen anything so majestic, so magnificent, so eye-catching.
Oh, you do care. I love you.
And then I looked at Bliss, and I thought she was pretty cool too.
Sit in my corner now.
No, I really like, and still do like, Princess Luna's design. I love the concept behind it. I love just the overall design. I like the questionable mark that she has, because once it was taken off, I'm just like, wait a minute, so what's that black splotch there? Is that permanently part of her? Okay, that's interesting to know. I don't know, I think the OC speaks to me. I know that's really weird to say, but it speaks to me in a sense. And I think Luna Eclipsed, that episode got me watching more of the show more often. To see this sort of design, like I said, I'd never seen anything like it before. And the fact that it was so eye-catching really got me into the show. So that's why it's my favorite. I think that's pretty fair. Okay, so are we going in reverse for least favorite?
Why not?
Okay, so if we're going reverse for least favorite, my least favorite is Moondancer. I am going to get so much flack for that, but I don't care.
I already hate you. Yeah, you know what? I don't love you anymore. Get out.
No, I'm with Toon on this. I stand with Toon.
Because when I looked at Moondancer during the beginning of Amending Fences, where she's literally a Twilight recolor, I could not believe this. I'm just like, wow. They didn't even care, did they? Like, they just whoop-de-doo, there you go. That's Moondancer. It's even funnier because in the comics, like, what, is she like a Fluttershy recolor or something? Or something along those lines? She is a basic recolor in the series, and her personality is so whiny and annoying. It's one of the reasons I don't really like Amending Fences. But it just, the OC, along with the backstory and the personality and just the design, it's one of my least favorites.
It's like I can understand what they were going for. It's like, oh, symbolism. Right? The Twilight recolor. This is her reversed color scheme and all that stuff. I can get that. One thing I wish that they did in the episode is that they changed her mane to look a little bit nicer. Because that stupid ponytail should not exist after you're done being a shut-in.
To answer British Ninja in the chat, I know that she is a reflection of Twilight. I understand that, but they could have at least given her a different OC so she's not exactly Twilight.
Toon, I linked image in the Skype call that I want you to take a look at. Boy.
Oh boy.
You just, I can't just even start to disagree with you, brother.
Oh,
like, Moondancer and Amending Fences was amazing. I loved the crap out of that episode. It was so good. And the fact that she's a Twilight recolor, I think IMO made it even better.
Okay, how about, I think we could say, like, in the context of the episode, yes, but just as a general design, it's kind of like, eh.
I would disagree, but okay.
Well, but I kind of stand with him just because I don't like the shade of yellow that her fur is.
The shade of yellow with the red and the purple worked for me.
Maybe it's the bun. Maybe it's the bun she has.
Key. She has eyebrows, Key.
Look,
yeah.
Yes, right. I know, and I said that I don't fully hate the character. The character design. I just see where Toon is coming from.
And I'm not saying she's a terrible one. I just don't like the design. Because I just want to be clear. I don't hate Moondancer. I just don't like her design. That's it. So. Okay.
Oh, dear God.
Okay. Mums, giving me R34 or suggestive R34 of her is still not going to change my decision.
To be fair, I had to remind myself who Moondancer was, which Moondancer was, in fact, the Moondancer that I had in my head, and that image popped up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use this to prove my point.
Maybe I just don't.
My point at all.
Maybe I just don't find the hermit look cute or anything.
Yeah, she is a little bit messy. Her eyebrows need a little bit of brushing.
Yeah, that mostly everything does. It's put.
There's actually there's a vector brony made that I really like, and it was called Moondancer's new main, and it was basically it's still Moondancer, but she just cleaned up her hair to be in a tight bun, and she looked 10 times better.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pass it back to Mummified. What is your least favorite pony design?
Well, my least favorite. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So, my least favorite has got to be. Well, you had a good alicorn for yours, and now mine is going to be alicorn Lemon Drop, or Sunny Drop, or whatever her name is. I picked one of the accidental alicorns in the background. That accidentally all of a sudden, oh wait, there's an alicorn in the background. Whoa, that unicorn's got wings all of a sudden, or that Pegasus all of a sudden's got a horn. What is that? And I picked it more or less as a jab, so to speak, at the animation errors as they happen in the show. Because as much as we love this show, there are imperfections, and it does get like messed up sometimes. I like Lemon Hearts. She's a okay character, I guess. I don't really I haven't dug deep into the backstory of it. I just laugh whenever I see like the Pegasus neon lights or the Pegasus rose or anything like that. I'm just like, ha! Oh, that's a good one. You guys fucked up. Or I guess pardon me, screwed up there.
No, it's all good. All right. I'd say pass it back to. Wait, are you done or?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
It was Golden Fox.
It was Keyframe.
Oh, it's Keyframe. My apologies.
Yep.
So, bad character design, huh?
Uh-huh.
The thing is, I'm actually on the wiki right now to look up the character's name because I never bothered to look up her name. I just call her Watermelon Pony.
Oh.
Watermelon man.
But the thing is, I kind of have to tie her with a stallion. Shipping for life, because these two I'm shipping together because they have terrible, terrible color schemes. And it is Watermelon Pony and that one stallion that has the super, super dark blue fur with the light blue mane. To the point where I think his outline is lighter than his fur color.
All right. Can you give us a picture? Like, what is this from?
I'm looking it up. Give me a second. Actually, move it to Golden Fox so I can find mine.
Okay, go ahead, Fox.
My least favorite is not too much on the visuals, but personality.
Okay.
But even then, I'm not too big of a fan of the design itself because the mane is red, the tail is red, but the eye shadow is blue, like bright blue.
Oh, it's the pony from Camelot Boutique.
Don't spoil it. I was building it
Oh, I
up.
thought you were just describing.
No, the eyes are like, it's a gradient of pink and purple, which is a nice color, but it doesn't fit well within the eye color range because it's a two-tone, and it doesn't look very natural. But anyways, yes, the red pony, I've talked about her before in Spice Up Your Life. I can't stand this character in this or Canterlot Boutique because she easily represents like how judgmental conformity is. And just like the way she like goes about it, like everybody has to be conformed.
So, do we have a picture of this pony?
Hang on, let me. The thing is, I'm on Skype through my mobile, so I had to look through the links through my mobile.
Okay, I found one.
Okay, you know what? Let's try this because I'm gonna like send it to you guys. Like, I'm gonna take a snapshot of the picture,
Okay.
the pony, and it could probably show. I could like present it to people in the chat if it's doable.
Sure, that works. Gotta love technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit this monster.
I would have been in the call through the what is it, the mobile, the computer, but that's a whole different story. But yeah, there you go. This character.
Oh, is this?
Ooh.
Oh, it's the one. It's the
What, the spa pony?
No, not a spa pony. I remember. Was she the one who's just like? I
want the dress to look exactly like this. Understand?
Oh, wasn't she in Spice Up Your Life too?
But they're not what I ordered, are they? No, she's from Carol Boutique. She was the customer that ordered the dress that Rarity altered.
Oh, okay.
They're fine, but they're not what I ordered, are they?
Okay,
why not try
that
something
character.
different? Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh God.
To be fair, though, she did pay for a dress. She was expecting a certain dress.
Yeah.
Like, she's justified in her feelings and emotions, but the way she goes about it, definitely, is just like, ugh, shut up.
Oh, yeah, I would totally agree. I mean, she really, really was sassy about it, but I'd like to, I guess my argument for me is, how much does that dress cost? How long did she have to wait for it? Gesundheit. And, after all that weighing, paying all that money just to see that her dress was altered without her permission, I'd be a little frustrated, but there was no need for the sass.
Sass.
Because she went on about it, she completely jeopardized Rarity's chances of doing something different in her boutique.
Yeah. So is that the end of yours? Because I found the male, and I'm just going to stick to him because...
Yeah, at this point, I've already said my piece on this.
Watermelon Pony escaped me, so... but this one didn't. So my least favorite, and I don't think this character has talked, so yeah.
Well, that makes it even better.
His name is Star Hunter or Solar Wind. And
I know that guy.
Oh, that...
God, not that. Oh, hang on. It was so bad it apparently killed the call. Give me 1 second. It might. Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Welcome
It
back.
was so bad it killed my connection to you guys.
I said that too.
Okay,
But
so
anyway.
which one is this? What episode is this pony from?
You can
Literally a
find...
bunch of them.
Yeah, you can find him in a bunch of them, but the picture is from Pinky Pride.
Okay.
So let me just give a quick physical description of this character to the masses that are watching. He is named Star Hunter or Solar Wind, and he is dark blue with a spiky light blue mane. His outline is lighter than his fur color, and his constellation is the Orion constellation. It sounds like such a bad idea from the start.
Think of the, it's pretty much Final Draft's OC if Final Draft's OC had spiky hair.
Yeah. Now,
Literally
see,
the exact same thing.
Yeah, and see, like,
Rest in peace.
yeah, I don't mind the color itself, like, by itself, because looking at it, it looks like a slightly lighter version of Luna's coat. But the thing that makes it bad is the outline. I have kind of a rule of thumb, is that the only characters that should have outlines that are lighter than their coat color are if they're nightmare creatures, because they have black fur, so having a black outline kind of defeats the purpose. Like Nightmare Moon. Or like, I don't know if Chrysalis had a lighter outline than her
She might have.
skin. But most of those things are dedicated to dark, evil characters. Unless Star Hunter here is secretly a nightmare creature in disguise, I just hate his outline color. It's like if you swapped those two colors, like his outline color is his fur color and his fur color is the outline color, he would look 10 times better. And also...
By the way, to answer your previous comment, Chrysalis, in fact, has a darker outline than her gray body.
Okay, so I felt like that was it. But Nightmare Moon is like the big example of having a lighter outline because she has like a light blue. But like the other thing, I just don't. There's two other things about. I just don't like this character in general. I don't like the mane. it looks so... The tail, okay, fine. It's a standard spiky tail. But there's something about just that mohawk, but not... That it's leaning to the side, but it's not exactly folding. That it's just kind of like... It just looks so stiff and not good.
I mean, this character definitely has a season 1, like, early concept design, probably before they even started making the show.
Yeah. And I think the last thing, and it's sort of a... I feel like... Actually, I've heard it said on your guys' show before. I think the cutie mark of having Orion's constellation is a little bit too complex for a normal pony.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I can imagine that for someone that has a lot of power, or is a very powerful, like, unicorn, or maybe a very powerful Pegasus. Someone that has enough power or handle of a magical capability that they deserve a more complex cutie mark. But we don't... It's besides the name Star Hunter, it's such a bad name. It's just like, I don't see the point.
What's wrong with Star Hunter? He clearly is the Hasanavisi the Star Jaeger.
Exactly. But yeah, overall, it's just like, this looks like this background pony was used many times, and I feel like it shouldn't have been used. If it was used for, like, if it was used once in season 1, I would have been like, okay, they just have a lot of, they just have, like, you know, they have a lot of background designs. They could have just deleted this one with a much better background designs because they've gained so many more. But the fact that we saw this guy in season 4, yeah, no. And the thing is, he didn't even appear in season 1. He appears first in Hearts and Hooves Day.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Wait, yeah, Hearts and Hooves?
He appears in Hearts and Hooves Day during the Perfect Stallion song next to Crescent Moon. And then he appears in Hurricane Fluttershy because he's the stallion that Fluttershy bumps into. So it's like... It's just like... I just don't like this pony. But yeah, I've gone on long enough. Off to Blissey.
You know, I was actually really debating really hard between two certain characters, but you know what? I'm sorry, Zesty Gourmand, but you've been knocked back at the second. By far, the most infuriating design I have ever seen is Princess Cadence.
Whoa.
Really?
I really cannot. Yeah, and here's why. From an animator and artist perspective, her design is a pain in the flank.
Oh, the gradient wings?
She's got gradients galore, and she is the epitome of the 1980s pink toy alley at Walmart.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am going
Striking
that
hard.
I am striking very hard. I'm not even about to touch on the fact that she's completely useless as a royal princess.
Oh no, go all out. No, go all out. Please,
okay,
please.
Should I go all out? I mean, I think everybody's kind of nagged at this point. She's not done a single thing, even it's the beginning of season 6. She has done nothing but give birth to a baby, and that was it. I'm gonna go talk to our subjects now and do princessy things that we never see off screen.
I mean, she did get tossed by her husband and snagged the crystal heart and put it back into place, but really, that's the only thing. Oh, and she also teamed up with Twilight for that one time, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
So, cure Discord's blue flu?
That's the point. It's like, there she is, looking for a book to help Twilight to fix a crystal heart, and when she is probably more qualified to handle the baby than Shining Armor. No offense to Shining Armor. He probably could have helped to find the book a lot better than watching the baby. I'm sorry. And no offense, Shining Armor. I love you, but Princess Cadence and Shining Armor should have switched spots on that role by far. And at the end of the day, from an animator and artist perspective, because I am an animator and I have designed Princess Cadence once in an art piece, she is a living hell to create. Her hair design has multiple colors. It's not one, it's not two, it's several. Because her mane's got gradients galore in it, kind of like Rarity. But unlike Rarity, it's just reduced to her mane and tail. The gradients are everywhere in this pony!
Yeah, isn't like, I'm looking at her right now, I did a Google image search, like, because with Rarity you have like the gradients on the inner part to represent a shadow because her tail curls and all that stuff, but with Cadence it's like from the beginning of when the tail comes out of her bum to like, and on her mane where it kind of, it's the bottom part, it has like this white gradient, which is like, is that supposed to mean that her hair is shiny like crystals? Which, in that case, why don't you just have her be a crystalline design? I mean, she looks better. She has a better mane style with that design.
I just do not understand why they had to create her like that and make her so difficult. I pity the animators who have to work with her.
I just see, the thing is like when I look at Cadence, the number one thing I don't like about her, I like her tail, and I think like the colors themselves aren't bad. But I just don't like her mane simply because, well, two things. One, when you see her turn her head, her mane looks super stupid.
I just don't.
Yeah, the mane is the biggest problem I have with their design too.
Everything is wrong with it, but at the end of the day, she's just a horrible symbolism of Barbie to me.
Her hair looks so much better when in Canterlot Wedding it went into like the urethral form, and it's just like, that looks cool. Why couldn't we have that again?
I don't know. I don't want to go off topic. No, I'm not going to go off topic. But yeah, at the end of the day, I've tried creating her before. It was a nightmare. I cannot imagine animating her. And then at the end of the day, I mean, the design itself, like the body shape itself, it is a challenge to work with that kind of body shape. I know it's similar to Luna's, but slight differences. The haunches are a lot more curved, slender. Her muzzle is a lot more pointed outward than Luna's is, and yeah, it's kind of why it's why I almost said that I hated Sassy Saddle's design because she had a lot of gradients going for her too.
Oh, I don't like Sassy Saddle's design at all.
It's funny though. I mean, just. The second was, like I was going to say, was Zesty Gourmand, but that was intentional. You're supposed to not like her. And she had an ugly design going for her, and it worked.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to hate this character. You're supposed to love Princess Cadence.
Because she's the princess of love and the crystal heart, which takes in love.
What? Choke me.
I like Cadence.
The fandom with...
You like Cadence?
Thank you for following.
I do like Cadence. Yeah, she's a bit of a basic plot device, but I don't know.
What do you think of her design?
I like it. I mean, yeah, it's a little over the top, but it's nothing terrible. Like, all of her colors work together.
I guess I'm a hypocrite when I say I'm over the top, but still, I don't have gradients go...
Gradients aren't necessarily that bad. I mean, we've had characters with gradients before. I mean, it's the first time we've had a gradient on the feathers, but when you know what you're doing, it's not that different, I guess.
I think when it just comes to animators, she has a natural disdain towards it.
Yeah, well, but all you gotta do is just make a funny mask and you're done.
I've seen Cadence Flash puppets. They're not happy.
So is that it, Bliss?
That's it for me. I'm out. I dropped the mic if I could.
Please don't drop the mic. I should probably explain that while these are our opinions, please don't make our opinions the end-all, be-all. None of us are qualified to judge OCs. Only Mummified is, as far as I'm concerned.
Yo!
If I may add, somebody in the chat box started hating my guts because of my opinion on the pony, who, by the way, I found out her name is Cayenne.
Cayenne.
He got... Yeah. This user got angry at what I said about that pony.
Guys, at the end of the day, we're talking about the designs of fictional cartoon horses, so don't get your knickers in a twist. It's all in good fun.
Yeah, we're all having fun with it.
Have an opinion.
Brush your tail out, guys. Don't get it in a knot.
I honestly could not care less.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't like what I said about a character. Oh, cry some more.
I really don't care.
Let me open up my wallet to see the yays I give. Oh, look, it's empty.
All right, I think that takes care of all of that. So, for people watching, please go ahead and put down in the comments what your favorite and least favorite pony designs are. They can be pretty much anything. We don't care. And as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe in the end. If you would like to watch this podcast live, we do these every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central. So if you would like to watch it, you are more than welcome to. The next time we're going to be on is not this week. It's not going to be the, actually it will be next week because BronyCon will be the next week. So next week we will be back talking about fan animations with Crown Prince.
Yay!
What?
Yay!
I want to hang out with Crown Prince.
You should have rescheduled to next week.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, well.
jeez.
Burn.
Wow.
Savage.
Also, I want to applaud everyone in here because we did not mention that big pony from Canterlot Boutique. No one mentioned it. I'm very happy.
I like her design,
Yeah, she's
dude.
okay.
I think she is a pony of self-love and self-empowerment.
That was just a joke.
No, well, the thing is that they actually, at BabsCon, interesting story. At BabsCon, they had the character designer there and the head animator, and they held a panel, and someone asked them about that pony, and they were talking about how her talent is basically being in the spotlight and having a lot of self-esteem and being very in tune with herself. And so it's like, I like her character. I like how upfront she is. It's like, do you guys have a princess dress? Yeah, I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna rock it. Oh my god, I know she doesn't sound like this, but oh my god.
Oh my god, is there a princess dress in here? Something like that.
Golden, what would you think if I just talked like this for the rest of my life?
If
that-
anything, I'd say that she's got more of a Wisconsin accent than anything else.
If at our wedding, when they say, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? And you say, I do, and then they ask me about you being my lawfully wedded husband, how would you react when I said, I do?
Change your accent.
Delete your
All right. So, also, if you would like to be updated whenever these streams are, I do them every Tuesday and Friday and Sunday. Sundays every other week now. But if you'd like to, go ahead and go and press watch or subscribe or whatever on the Twitch thingy so you'll be updated to whenever these things go live.
Toon, it is a follow. You follow on Twitch.
Okay, my bad. Follow me on
You
Twitch.
subscribe on YouTube.
But I thought you could subscribe on Twitch, like for all this fancy
That means
stuff.
give money.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say so. Follow this channel on Twitch to be updated with other stuff. Okay. There we go. That makes things better. Okay. So thank you guys for coming out for the stream. We will see you guys next week. Ta-ta.